Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the importance of sharing your ideas and the new things that you're doing or the new jobs that you're undertaking, anything like that. Share those with anyone you come across. And the reason for that, and I'll share a couple real life examples in this video about what happened to us and why it's been beneficial. But the more people you get your idea out to, the more points of objection, but also points of help and like angles of understanding you get. For one thing, it helps you better explain what you're doing because you've done it so many times and you look at it at so many different angles because of these people. But the real reason is because sometimes, and more often than you might think, someone will know something about what you're doing and want to help, or know somebody that they can put you in touch with. And that's huge, and that's what's happened to us a couple times. So I already talked about how we had an investor talk last week, and a guy overheard and started talking to us, and it turns out he was co-founders with the original founder that basically is like the brains behind the like current auto trader. He built out something in since 1996 and then sold it in 2007. And we got to sit down with him and talk about his experience, his journey, what he learned, what he wish he would have done better, and had all that information just because we had an investor talk in public and some guy overheard. Now, more specifically, we were looking for a attorney not too long ago, maybe a few weeks back, and we were thinking about people we might know, and we decided to talk to one of our friends because his dad's an attorney. And I know it sounds obvious looking back, but a lot of people will forget their circle, and that there are people in their circle or outer circle that may be able to help them, and try to directly go find someone like a professional to pay or to hire. So we talked to our friend and then talked to his dad, and he actually put us in touch with IP lawyers. And right now they're doing it all pro bono. Now, in the future, it will probably be paid, but we have 0 to 1 is going to be taken care of because we decided to go and ask people we know and explain about what our idea is, what we want to do, and just having the energy and sharing that energy. Being on the other side of that, we had Egyptian callers back in, July, August, September, October, I think, somewhere around then, of 2024. And one of them just hit me up. He was like, "How you doing?" Well, all this. And then he was asking if we had any positions open, because right now he's in university for farm tech, I think. And he was saying he's been hard finding a job that's stable because in the industry he's like cold calling. So a lot of people get jobs, lose them, or be for a set period of time. So he's wondering if we have anything available just to help him keep going. And at first I was like I want to help him, but I don't know what he could do. And then I was talking to Jack. I was like, all right, he called or texted, what can we have him do? And we actually figure out a role that might be perfect, that we kind of have been not really looking for, but it's been something we've been thinking about, but didn't want to hire anybody yet. And he came to us, so it's kind of like a sign, okay, let's go, let's do it. And it's someone we know will do good work and we trust, and we've worked with before. So it's not like we have to find a new guy, vet him, make sure he's actually going to put in the work, going to do this stuff that's necessary. It's a really easy hire. Now it's just figuring out how exactly he's going to fit in and what he's going to do. So that being said, that's us being on the other side of it, of someone actually reaching out and taking that first step to actually want to take action. And a lot of people respect that. And just like I wanted to help our friend who reached out, people will want to help you when you genuinely care and show that you care about something, especially when that's something that it doesn't even have to be novel, but when it's something novel, people want to get behind it, and you have the early adopters. this, I'm talking in a perspective of a startup, but this also very much includes anything with job searching. If you're looking for internships, if you're looking for recommendations, like literally anything you can think about, you can do so much better if you just reached out to a few more people. And it doesn't have to be strangers. Like, it can be warm calls or people that you know. Start with like your circle, and they'll have their own circles that they could ask for you, and just give them a little incentive to ask around, and a lot of times you'll be surprised about the results you'll get. So I don't like this mentality that I feel like it's like a recent thing in history, where if you have something, like, you want to keep it a secret, you don't want to share it with people, you need people to sign NDAs to share like ideas or to share information. Now sometimes that is needed, don't get me wrong, but in a day and age where information is so vastly spread and so easy to come by, nothing is really unique anymore. You want to get as much value as you can by sharing what you have and your ideas, because it's not about the idea, it's about the execution. And if you know your idea better than the other person, you'll always execute better, whether they're another person, another startup like you, or a huge conglomerate company or companies that want to get in that space. Yes, they'll have advantages, but you'll have your own advantages by being a smaller business and caring about your customers more than these bigger brands do. So don't be afraid to share what you have or what you're working on, and don't feel like you need to have it at a certain point. I'm telling this to myself right now. Like, I'm in the same boat where the reason I don't like telling people is if it's not at the point where I want it to be at, where I can feel comfortable. But it's the same thing as confidence. Like, it doesn't come by waiting for it to happen. It comes by sharing it, getting their feedback, and growing quicker. And a lot of times it actually keeps you more accountable, because when you are, let's say, like hiding it from others, you only have to do it to get ready to bring it to others. Basically, you're only doing it for yourself. Versus when you have all these people expecting outcomes, it puts the pressure that's needed to keep this going forward. So again, share what you have, and always keep your ear out and listen to what value and what advice people can give you, and always use it to grow and get better. Whether it's good advice that you can implement or bad advice you can avoid, no advice is ever going to hurt you. So might as well share that idea. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.